Are you an insurance agent and you're pondering, do I want to go into property casualty insurance or maybe life insurance or health insurance? I'm going to give you some help to let you decide for yourself what is the best direction for you. There's not a lot of content out there that talks about property casualty, some of the pitfalls that you're going to find, and also final expense, some of the pitfalls that you're going to find there as well. We're going to talk about some pros and some cons, and hopefully you'll enjoy this content today. So my name's Jason. I'm your friend in the business. I do run a national insurance agency, partnering with just some of the most amazing insurance agents selling life and health and, my goodness, face-to-face and in the telespace, even annuities. It's awesome. But I've got a lot of agents here that are also P&C agents or used to be P&C agents as well. So I'm going to help you with some powerful perspective that will hopefully be a blessing to you. So number one, understand P&C is not all unicorns and rainbows, and neither is final expense. All right. So understand both business models take hard work. The four-letter word is going to have to transcend both if you want to be a beast. But P&C, these are the problems with P&C. You're going to be so consumed with service work early on that you're not going to have a lot of time to sell. Your service work is going to strain you to the point that you can't even sell new business. You're going to be so busy with every little call when there's a fender bender, when there's a roof leak, a pipe that goes pop. You're the one they call. And that's going to cause you to spend so much time in the service aspect that you won't be able to keep leaning forward on what pays your bills. And that's selling and selling and selling. So service work in property casualty business is a very big thing that a lot of folks don't believe until they're in it. And I've got so many insurance agents here that used to be P&C reps or used to make that their focus. And they found that the service work just strained them. They capped out their income producing ability and were like, forget this. I'm going to go into final expense telesales or even face-to-face play and experience more money with less work. So property and casualty, you can be profitable doing it, but it will strain you in the P&C line with lower commissions, 100%, and 100% more service work. P&C is very strained in the use of your time, which is why you see P&C shops with like 10 people running around because they're trying to mitigate their service work. Their service work can be a mess, and it's messy when you get into a claim and a bunch of cars get involved. Well, that insurance agent's life just got derailed. Now you should be focusing on your consumer at the point of claim, and that's what good P&C agency owners will do. But let me tell you, final expense, you're going to be freed from that. And if you're freed from all that service work, you're going to be able to sell more. So P&C, understand your priority is going to be on service and being strained by it, which is why you see a lot of P&C shops with lots of personnel, which is going to also diminish your ability to make your paper because you're paying so many people to run your business. So P&C, some pros of it is that it's pretty good as far as the income, but it's not like huge income. P&C owners, you don't see driving around normally in really, really fancy cars. It's the exception, not more the rule. Where with life insurance sales, with final expense insurance sales, you will not have a lot of overhead. You're not going to have a lot of service work. With final expense and with life insurance, the only service work you really get is if they need to change an address, if they need to change a beneficiary, believe it or not, or maybe their billing went bonk and you got to get the billing back and on the books. That's a very quick service call, allowing you to sell more because the more time you're on the phone, the more time you're seeing the people, knocking doors, delivering value, the more policies you can write. Instead of P&C, you're going to be really hard pressed to find more time to write business because all your time is being taken up servicing and trying to maintain all that business that you already wrote. And so many property casualty agents don't realize this until it's too late. And then they're not able to leverage beyond where they are. They can't get enough new bodies in the building because they are so busy trying to maintain what they've worked for at really a lower compensation level. In the life insurance space, compensation is really high and the service work is insanely low. I've got a massive block of business. I have done the insurance industry for a long time, and I've got just countless bodies, amazing people that I'm so privileged to take care of. And guess what? I can handle all my service work with no problem because the only service work you have when a life insurance business is if they died, you do a death claim, no problem, super easy, very simple to do. If you change an address on me or need to change a beneficiary or you need to change a billing, or guess what? You got a referral for me to take care of. I can be laser-like focused on building my business and taking care of my business. It doesn't take my most valuable resource, which is time. And P&C business, you're going to be so busy just maintaining and answering phone calls and running quotes, and it's a commodity. P&C is definitely a commodity. Everybody knows they need it, and you're going to get beat up by every web blankety blank out there, because P&C is just no different than going to the supermarket and buying Heinz ketchup or buying some toilet paper. Everybody knows they got to have it, and they'll knuckle down on you until you give them whatever rate they want. Life insurance, us as brokers, we've got that selection of being able to take care of them in the best way possible and giving them the best deal that we can find for them. It's massive. And once you sell life insurance, it's done. Nobody can get a cheaper price than you as a broker most times. With P&C, you're going to have these problems of, well, now your entire block of business, the rates went up. Well, now everybody's going to leave you to go to somebody else because you're not in charge of the rates. Life insurance is a guaranteed rate lock, guaranteed death benefit. Nothing moves when you're doing the whole life for like final expense sales. But with property casualty, your entire block of business can get blown up and hurt when one bad rate action comes in, or there's a bunch of, let's say, catastrophic events that drive the prices of the home insurance up, that drive, let's say there's a big hailstorm and it's driving the cost of the car insurance rates up. Now you can lose your block of business because they're going to go to this other company, or now you've got to do so much service work to move your property casualty business from one block to the other block. You don't even know who your name is or what to call yourself because you're so busy calling every person trying to save your paper. Property casualty, my friends, is insanely tedious with the time that it takes to maintain your block of business, to be about hopefully getting some new business here and there. But final expense telesales in the life insurance space is amazing. You're going to be freed up from all that service work so that you can actually sell more. A life insurance agent does not have this massive bunch of busy work sitting around where they got to maintain their block and go call everybody. And every time there's a claim, they're spending hours and hours. Life insurance agents don't do that. P&C guys, though, woof, man, you're putting in the hours. A life insurance agent can be focused on income producing activities, much higher commissions, much lower loss ratios of losing your people when there's rate increases, because us whole life insurance agents don't have to worry about it. Nobody gives them a better rate than what we can provide in most cases, and the rates never can go up. So we don't have to worry about having our block of business robbed from us. And a lot of you P&C guys and gals will figure this out soon enough. Unfortunately, you have a block of business you built, then that company that you represent goes sky high. Everybody leaves you to go to the next guy, and you're sitting there holding your hands going, why did I do this to myself? The life insurance business is amazing. The Medicare insurance business works equally as beautifully when you're selling supplemental insurance. But mark my words, even in the supplemental space, the Medicare insurance space of supplements and even Medicare Advantage sales has attrition, and it can get beat up just like a hailstorm can take a rate block of P&C business and drive it up. With Medicare supplement insurance, that can rise as well. So whole life and life insurance in general is one of the safest plays to allow you to perform, take care of great people, but not get beat up by all the service work. So if you're considering, should you be a property casualty agent, or maybe you should be a life insurance agent? Well, I'll tell you, there's no life like the independent life insurance agent life. It has minimal service work, maximum compensation, a mighty use of your time for sure. But it's nice to know that you can be free to help people find the best solutions that you can provide them and not get beat up with all this mind-numbing busy work that will just maintain your dollars, but not make you a new way or give you a path to wealth that maybe you thought you could have attained before. So P&C agents, you're doing the good work, but man, you guys are service work intensive, low compensation. And there's a point where you're so hamstrung by all the service work that you have to do that you've just got no time to make new money. And in the life insurance space, we really don't have that problem. It's amazing. We take amazing care of our people, our prospects, and our people that we get to take care of. They're our priority, but it's very minimal service work. We can sell a lot. Our priority and our time is placed on selling and servicing, but our service work is so small. It's not even anything to talk about compared to you poor PNC guys. So I hope this puts some things in perspective. If you need a good work family to call a home or good resources, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. But PNC is not unicorns and rainbows. Neither is Final Expense or the life insurance space. It both looks like a lot of rejection. Both looks like I'm going to think about it. I'll call you later. And then you call it quits because nobody calls you back. You're going to find that in both industries. But can you make more in the life insurance space? Well, I would venture to say so. More six-figure income earners and seven-figure income earners are a result of this industry, even though 90% of the agent force may fail because they didn't buy enough leads, they didn't believe enough of themselves, and a plethora of other reasons. If you need a good work family to call a home, jasonfinalexpense.com. But I hope this content helps you today. We'll see you soon.